Okay, I want you to just for a second picture two very different realities.
All right.
In the first one, you're stressing about deadlines, and that necktie you're wearing is starting to feel less like clothing and more like in the
A
noose.
constricting noose, yeah.
Exactly. And your biggest mental challenge of the day is figuring out how to get that next promotion.
Okay, I'm with you. What's the second reality?
The second reality is this. Your biggest, most important obligation is choosing between rum or juice.
That is the ultimate contrast, isn't it? It's this dramatic chasm between obligation and total liberation. And that's exactly the world we're diving into today.
It is. Welcome to the deep dive.
We've got this fascinating source material. It's the philosophy, really, codified in the song lyrics of You Can Call Me tropic-al by Donny Doom, and we're going to extract the ultimate blueprint.
That's our mission today, right? To distill these nuggets of knowledge on how someone can completely reinvent their life to achieve this pure island time satisfaction.
And it's more than just a catchy song.
Oh, way more. This thing is a radical step-by-step guide to shedding your old, stressed-out self. It's basically an instruction manual disguised as a summer hit.
It really is. It's a brilliant piece of sort of sociological commentary. It sets up these two completely polarized worlds. You have the corporate ladder
Client.
versus the tiki bar stool. The appeal is so visceral because it offers the shortcut from chasing success to just having immediate tranquility.
Okay, let's unpack that. The Great Escape. Because the transition here, it isn't slow. He didn't just take a long vacation.
No, the sources are clear. It's an absolute final transaction.
He traded spreadsheets for a beach seat, which is a perfect image. But the real philosophical core is swapping the corporate ladder for a tiki bar stool.
It's not just a change of scenery.
No, it's a complete surrender of ambition, a full commitment to this new world.
And that surrender, it forces a reinvention of status, right? Because
Yeah.
when you get rid of the corporate hierarchy, the titles, the pay grades,
Yeah.
you have to build a new system for yourself.
So where does he land?
Well, the source material tells us exactly. He is now the mayor of Margaritaville's unofficial neighborhood pool.
I love that phrase. It just shifts the entire definition of what success even is. He's not looking for validation from a CEO.
Yep. His status is self-appointed, it's hyper-local.
And it's based entirely on being close to pleasure, the pool.
Exactly. You go from extrinsic validation salary, titles given by others, to intrinsic validation. His worth is measured by his local reputation and, how much he's enjoying the moment.
This is where he gets his new name.
The core identity, tropic-al. It's not a job title, it's a state of being. He's the man who never clocks in at all.
But wait, if you do that, if you fully embrace this new identity, you still have to deal with the old one, right? His past life calling. How does the song handle that?
Oh, the logistics are wonderfully clear on this. If you need to reach him, the instruction is just try the nearest boat.
That's his forwarding address.
That's it. It's total unavailability. He's not just off the grid. He's defined by the grid's absence.
And his history is, actively destroyed.
Completely.
His resume, we find out, is now a sandcastle,
Inherently temporary.
just waiting to be washed away by the next tide. And his professional references.
They all float.
See, that's the key insight here. The whole philosophy is built on an absolute, irreversible severing of all past obligations. You can't chase him, you can't check his credentials.
Because they've literally dissolved.
Yeah.
Which brings us perfectly from the practical side of the escape to the, let's call it the philosophical structure of his new life.
The tropic-al academic curriculum.
Yes. This is where the song's humor gets really deep. It becomes this profound anti-establishment commentary. He lists his qualifications, creating this, fully inverted educational system.
Where leisure is the only subject that matters.
Exactly.
These degrees are so specific, it feels like there's a real method to his non-productivity. He has a PhD in doing nothing.
And that sounds easy, doesn't it? But to do nothing successfully, that takes discipline.
It absolutely does, and the minor proves it.
The minor in Last Call. It shows a commitment to the process, not just random laziness. He has mastered the art of being idle, and he has the credentials to prove it.
Then it gets even more rigorous. He has a master's in misbehaving.
Paired with a minor in barefoot protocol.
So the misbehaving is about breaking societal rules, but the barefoot protocol grounds it. It says he has rules, they're just not your rules.
And the highest degree, the pinnacle of his education, is reserved for the most dedicated pursuit. a doctorate in day drinking.
With the necessary corresponding minor in sunburn protocol.
That is vocational commitment.
Yeah.
He's not just indulging, he is achieving mastery in a field that completely rejects the 9 to 5. It's a radical reordering of what skills are valuable.
So if we connect these qualifications to the bigger picture, they really define his whole governing philosophy.
They do. The source material boils his worldview down to 2 key mottos.
Let's start with how he handles obstacles. The lemon test.
This is a perfect contrast. The old saying is, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade, which implies, work, entrepreneurship, bottling, selling.
Productivity.
But tropic-al rejects all that. His version is, if life gives you lemons, squeeze them in your drink and sip it slow, y'all.
The solution isn't a business plan.
No, the solution is immediate consumption, comfort, intentionally slowing down. Obstacles become ingredients for right now satisfaction.
And that leads right into his core philosophy.
The island time philosophy, which is simply, if it feels good, salute.
It replaces all these complex ethical frameworks with one simple, gut-level measure of success. If it feels good, it's the right thing to do.
And he becomes the living embodiment of that. He's the patron saint of what the hell.
That title captures it perfectly. It's this relaxed, impulsive decision-making. There's no room for regret, only for immediate, pleasure-seeking action.
Which is a powerful, if maybe a little terrifying kind of freedom.
So to maintain that freedom, you need a very specific operational structure, or a lack of one.
Which is our next section. The logistics of leisure, the material reality of this low-commitment life.
The wardrobe is the perfect place to start. It's a total rejection of formality.
He minimizes everything. His casual wear is his formal wear. Flip-flops are my dress shoes.
And cargo shorts are my suit.
And you have to ask, why cargo shorts? It's not just comfort.
Right.
A suit implies seriousness, a defined role. Cargo shorts reject all of that. They're unstructured, famously casual. They are the antithesis of that necktie we started with.
The noose.
Exactly.
But the real operational genius is the complete eradication of structure. His calendar is a blank page.
And his digital life is non-existent. My inbox is a myth. How crucial is that informational blackout to his peace?
It's everything.
It's fundamental. If you get rid of the documentation and the easy ways to be contacted, you get rid of future obligations. The inbox is where tasks arrive.
And the calendar is where they're set in stone.
By making both mythical, he lives only in the now. It's a proactive defense mechanism.
And if you absolutely have to interact with him, there's a protocol.
A non-negotiable one. If you need a meeting buddy, bring tequila with.
No small talk. No admin.
The price of admission to his time must be sensory and immediate. It's brilliant. He even extends this low-commitment attitude to his furniture. The source mentions the hammock with commitment issues.
Right, which keeps dumping him on the sand.
And yet he forgives it every single time.
Yeah.
And that shows this absolute tolerance for minor friction. Think about our lives. We try to eliminate every tiny discomfort. tropic-al just accepts small setbacks as features of his paradise, not threats.
That level of zen is a key lesson.
And that forgiveness, it extends to external conflict too, his strategy for trouble management.
It's proactive avoidance. If trouble comes knocking, I pretend I'm not home.
'Cause I'm probably not, y'all. Avoidance isn't a weakness here. It's a central pillar of his tranquility. He refuses to answer the door to conflict.
So he's gotten rid of all the traditional reasons for doing things. Deadlines, career goals, conflict, what's left to pursue.
That brings us to our final section, the pursuit of pleasure.
Shifting priorities.
The traditional pursuit is chasing these big, maybe unattainable dreams. A corner office.
Right. But his goal is immediate and low stakes. Chasing a bartender named Lola, the one who keeps running out of limes and schemes.
The focus is so local. He's not chasing a dream. He's chasing the next piece of his sensory satisfaction. He needs limes for the drink, and he needs Lola.
And the fact that she's out of schemes suggests she's just as present-focused as he is.
And this leads to his redefined idea of connection, of happiness. He reflects on his relationship with Lola and concludes, and that's love.
Or at least happy hour anyway.
It's so pragmatic. The goal isn't some grand, complicated romance. It's immediate, satisfying connection during happy hour. It's happiness on demand.
And by the end, he's earned his final titles in this community.
He's elevated to the Sultan of the Sunscreen Smell.
A title based on a scent.
And the legend of the low-tide free-for-all. Finally, he becomes the king of the coastal carousel.
Suggesting this endless, repeating loop of pleasure.
And the whole thing is solidified by his final justification, His declaration of faith.
He just says, if paradise is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Now pass the rum, y'all. His own satisfaction is the only thing that matters.
So what does this all mean? Well, the tropic-al persona is this idealized rejection of our high-stress societal expectations. The blueprint shows that success, in his world, is measured purely by degrees of leisure and freedom.
It's an instruction manual for ruthlessly prioritizing immediate sensory pleasure. The sunscreen smell, the rum, the beach seat.
And minimizing every single source of stress.
And we saw how those specific details made it all feel so real. The PhD in doing nothing, the mandatory tequila, that simple shift in the lemon test.
Where obstacles become ingredients for comfort.
Not for business.
And that brings us to our final, provocative thought for you to mull over. Tropic-al achieves his paradise through radical avoidance. He pretends he's not home. He lets his entire professional history float away.
He severs all ties.
So, if maintaining this perfect, sun-drenched paradise requires actively ignoring every intrusion from reality, what is the true hidden cost of obtaining that PhD in doing nothing?
Something to ponder next time you're stuck choosing between rum and juice. We'll see you on the next Deep Dive.